right? So let's talk about this here, okay? So let's say I gave you something like this, and I asked you for a story about this graph. So it obviously means when it goes up, the height is going up, constant, up, and then down. So you'd write something for every line so that to explain this. So you'd write something like, I went up the hill, ate a lunch, got to the top, and immediately went straight down to the bottom. And boom, I have a story that I've written and explains every single line on here, right? Then this one here, get my paycheck, spend half, and then keep doing that. So I get my paycheck, so that means I'm getting money, right? And then I spend half, so it has to go half down. And then I have to go and make another paycheck, and then spend only half, and then make another paycheck. So that this here, right here, is the graph. Okay? So now, over here, and that was my daughter screaming in the middle of the room for some reason. Now, this one here, we're going to use Pythagorean's theorem. Okay? So this is going to be a squared plus b squared equals c squared. You got to figure out which one of these is c. C is going to be this one here, the largest side. Remember, if you don't know which side is the largest side, the 90-degree points at it. So we know that the c is going to be x squared because it's the hypotenuse. The largest side is always c. The other two, it does not matter the order. You are simply squaring everything. So this is going to be 9, that's 16 equals x squared. Then this is going to be 25 equals x squared. And then the last step, which is the opposite of squaring, so you can leave the x by itself, is square rooting. So that is 5 equals x. This one here. So again, it is Pythagorean's theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. And the longest side here is the 7, so that's going to go by itself. The other two, it does not matter which one goes where. You could put a 5 here and the x here, you'll get the same answer. So now we're going to square everything. Can't be squared. 25, 49. So remember, we're solving for x, so we have to leave it by itself. So we're going to subtract the 25. X squared equals, that's going to be 24. Square root. This doesn't have an actual square root, so we're just going to leave it as square root of 24. Okay? This one, we're checking if it is a right triangle. So they give you all three sides. So now you just have to put all three sides, making sure that the largest of the three numbers is by itself. So 3 squared plus 4 squared equals 7 squared. 9 plus 16 equals 49. 25 equals 49. That is not correct, so this is not a right triangle. Now let's check this one. The largest side is the 8 because 6 times 6 is 36, and that one's smaller than the square root of 36, so it's got to be that one's the largest one. So square root of 28, that's going to get squared. 6 is going to get squared, and 8's going to get squared. So when something has a squared and a square root, they just cancel. So you're left with 28. This is 36, and that is 64. If you add these together, you're going to get 50, 64. 64 equals 64. That is a right triangle. And that's it.